review of Raw for Monday night.
Hey, I'm John Pollock. He's Wei Ting. It's Raw in 3 minutes because most sane people were watching either basketball or hockey on Monday night. But there was WWE Raw to discuss. So are you ready, Wei, for 3 whole minutes dedicated to this 3-hour behemoth?
I guess I'll spare 3 minutes.
Raw kicked off with Shane and Stephanie McMahon. The New Day interrupted. They wanted questions about the brand split, and the questions remain unanswered, but a lot of careful consideration will be well thought out, according to Shane McMahon. And that's our update.
They haven't said much, and I figure they probably don't know all that much yet, but we have a lot of time before we get there.
Kofi Kingston and Big E took on the VAUDEVILLAINS. This was interrupted by Gallows and Anderson inserting themselves into the tag title mix, and maybe a 3-way program. Maybe the VAUDEVILLAINS won't be a part of this.
Maybe, and and Gallows and Anderson seem to give the impression at this point in the show that the club and their association with AJ had completely been over.
Apollo Crews had a heart-to-heart with the Big Show, and that's just about the closest that Apollo Crews got to the Big Show on Monday night because he wasn't used for any other reason, but he was told, Sheamus is bullying you. Are you going to stand up to him? Roman Reigns came out. He wanted to confront the man, Seth Rollins, who came out, but he did not want to confront the guy. So they had a standoff. Rollins constantly teased getting involved, but didn't, and then just ran to the back. And they're keeping these two separate, at least for now, and not needing to do a physical angle yet between these two.
I applaud them for Rollins coming out here and not saying a single word and managing to get really booed really loudly. It was a little long, if I had to be honest.
One of the biggest parts of Raw was actually a commercial break as 2K showcased the trailer for the 2K17 video game featuring Bill Goldberg emerging from a hatch, which apparently he's been living in since the Brock Lesnar match in 2004.
Yes.
And that's it. Rusev killed Zack Ryder and then was confronted by Titus O'Neil, who was disgusted at Rusev's disrespect shown to Americans on Memorial Day. The Shining Stars are breathing. There was a video feature on Charlotte and Ric Flair with the talent weighing in, and then Stephanie, disgusted at the embarrassment Charlotte showcased towards Ric Flair last week, forgetting about her own humiliation of Ric Flair 2 weeks ago with the slap.
I'm curious to know where this leads, but if it doesn't lead anywhere, it was just another example of Stephanie burying her talent.
Enzo and Cass defeated the Dudley Boys, and then John Cena made his return. He talked about Memorial Day and wanting to move into the new era, and he's not going to step aside, and he was confronted by AJ Styles, who put over Cena. Gallows and Anderson came out accusing AJ of kissing ass, and then the three ganged up and beat down John Cena for the big angle of the show and AJ's big turn.
The swerve was done really well. I'm really looking forward to this program between these two.
Dana Brooke beat Natalya after she was distracted with a cradle shock. Dolph Ziggler was going to have a technical wrestling match with Baron Corbin, kicked him in the balls, and then in the main event, Dean Ambrose, Cesaro, and Sami Zayn defeated Kevin Owens, Chris Jericho, and Alberto Del Rio, the 6 members of the Money in the Bank ladder match, and no 7th member on Monday.
Not yet. Decent match overall, I thought.
So Raw kind of existed. There was a big heel turn, and other than that, we kind of threw in the towel. That was Raw in 3 minutes.